Have you ever watched a full moon rising over a city skyline or peaking above a distant mountain range? It looks massive, hanging low in the sky, glowing with a deep blood orange hue. It feels close enough to touch. It feels heavy, as if its sheer weight might crush the horizon. We call this event the supermoon. Whenever it happens, social media feeds fill with photos. News outlets declare it a rare celestial event, and millions of us step outside, look up, and gasp at the sheer scale of our celestial neighbor. But what if I told you that what you are seeing is mostly a lie? During a supermoon, the satellite is indeed closer to Earth than usual. That part is true. But that giant, overwhelming size you perceive on the horizon, that isn't just astronomy. That is a trick played by your own mind. Welcome to the greatest optical illusion in the universe. To understand this phenomenon, we first have to understand the dance between the Earth and the Moon. We tend to think of orbits as perfect circles. We imagine the Moon tracing a flawless round path around our planet, keeping a constant distance. But nature rarely loves perfection. Gravity is a messy, tug-of-war business. The Moon's path is actually an oval, an ellipse. Imagine a slightly stretched out rubber band. Because of this shape, the Moon's distance from Earth is constantly changing. There is a point where it swings far away into the darkness. We call this apogee. At this point, the Moon is over 405,000 kilometers away from us. It looks smaller, dimmer, and shy. But then there is the other side of the oval, the point where it swings in close. We call this perigee. At this point, it is only about 360,000 kilometers away. When a full moon lines up perfectly with this closest point, we get the supermoon. In scientific terms, it's about 14% bigger and 30% brighter than a micromoon, the smallest full moon of the year. It sounds impressive, and physically, it is significant. The tides are higher, the gravitational grip is tighter. But here's the catch. If you were to take a picture of a supermoon when it's high in the sky and compare it to a picture of a normal full moon, the difference is actually very subtle. To the naked eye, a 14% size difference is almost impossible to notice without a side-by-side comparison. So why does it look so gigantic when it rises? Why does it feel like it consumes the sky? This brings us to the second, more mysterious part of the phenomenon, the moon illusion. This is a puzzle that has baffled thinkers for thousands of years, from Aristotle to Leonardo da Vinci. It's a glitch in the human operating system. When the moon is high overhead, it's swimming in a vast, empty ocean of darkness. There's nothing near it. Your brain has no point of reference. In that emptiness, your brain perceives the moon as small and distant. But when the moon is low on the horizon, everything changes. Suddenly, your brain sees the moon sitting next to things it understands. It sees trees, skyscrapers, mountains, and houses. Your brain knows that a skyscraper is huge, and it sees that the moon rising behind that skyscraper dwarfs it. Your brain does a quick, subconscious calculation. If that building is huge, and the moon is way behind it and still looks that big, then the moon must be titanic. It artificially inflates the image. It zooms in. It creates a sense of scale that isn't physically there on your retina, but is very real in your perception. The camera lens tells the truth of geometry, but your eyes tell the story of your mind. However, there is a third layer to this story, a reason why we should cherish these events whenever they occur, because this view won't last forever. While the moon feels like a permanent fixture in our sky, it's actually leaving us. It's a slow, heartbreaking drift. Because of the friction of the tides, the energy transfer between the Earth's oceans and the moon's gravity, the moon is stealing energy from Earth's spin to propel itself into a higher orbit. Every single year, our moon drifts away from us by about 3.8 centimeters. That's roughly the same speed that your fingernails grow. It doesn't seem like much, but over the eons, it adds up. So, the next time you see a massive moon rising over the horizon, don't just look at a rock in the sky. Stop and watch it rise. Appreciate the orbital mechanics that bring it physically closer to our world. Appreciate the beautiful, strange wiring of your own brain that turns it into a giant. And appreciate the moment in time that we live in. We are lucky enough to exist in an era when our companion is still close, still bright, and still dancing with us in the dark. Witness the beauty of the long goodbye.